G'day everyone, Mark here from Inside Rugby, and I tell you what, when I make a mistake I'm going to put my hand up and say I stuffed up, and I really stuffed up on this one, and it's thanks to Marcel Van Ruin 921 who left a comment on my rugby channel about the video on the Rugby Championship demise, and he made me aware of something that probably most of you don't know what's going on next year in World Rugby. So watch this video and learn along with me. So let's get into it right now. Okay, so what's going on? Well, you might have watched my recent video on the Rugby Championship talking about whether or not South Africa and New Zealand have stuffed it up for Australia and Argentina. And the truth is they haven't, because next year in 2026 we're going to see the first edition of World Rugby's new competition called the Nations Championship. Yes, it's going to kick off next year, and it's going to be held every 2 years thereafter. So it's not going to conflict with any Lions tours or the Rugby World Cup. Now, it's a very interesting looking competition, and in this video I'm going to tell you how it's going to work, who's going to be involved, and ask you to tell me whether you're going to get excited about this new competition. Now, it appears to me that World Rugby's kept this a pretty good secret, because I can see by a lot of comments that are online, not only on my channel but across Twitter and X, that a lot of people are unaware of this particular championship that's taking place next year. So it's called the Nations Championship. It's run by World Rugby, and it's commencing in July of 2026. Now, there's going to be two divisions of this competition. So the top division is going to consist of 12 teams. In the European Conference, as they're calling it, we're going to see the Six Nations teams. So England, Ireland, Wales, Italy, Scotland and France. And they're going to compete against the Southern Hemisphere teams. Of course, New Zealand, South Africa, Argentina and Australia. And also Japan and Fiji are most likely going to get the nods and welcome into that competition. So that's how it's going to be set up. Now, what happens is that each team is going to play their opposing teams in their respective conference, and the winner of each conference is going to go to a grand final that will be played in November. So that's going to be a very interesting outcome. So you'll have the likes of New Zealand and South Africa playing against England, Wales and Scotland and Ireland and France and Italy. And then you'll have the likes of those teams playing against Australia, Argentina, Japan and Fiji. So this is great for those tier 2 nations who are going to get a chance against the best nations in the world next year. Now, there's going to be a second division of this competition as well, where we're going to see teams from Asia, Africa, Europe, the Americas and the South Pacific, as you can see here. And the winner of that competition is going to be promoted into the top competition for the following championship in 2 years' time. Now, between the two competitions, there's going to be a relegation and a promotion process. So the team that wins the lower division will go up to the top division, and vice versa. The team that loses or finishes last in the top division will fall down to the second division for the next championship. So that's how it's going to work. It's going to be played during the July and November timeframes that we're used to seeing the Rugby Championship being played at the moment, and also the autumn series that usually takes place at the end of the year. The Tour 2 South Africa of the All Blacks will still take place. It won't conflict with this new championship. And if Australia and Argentina decide to do something like a tour, as I've proposed in other videos, then that can take place as well, as long as it doesn't conflict with the dates of the Nations Championship. So there we go, a new competition started by World Rugby that no one seems to know anything about. Again, my apologies for not being across this. And as a rugby fan, I should be, and I should be bringing you all the latest news here on my channel. So there we go. Now you can tell me what you think of this new competition. We can stop talking about the demise of the Rugby Championship. Maybe it's just got a whole lot better, and we need to be appreciative of that. I hope someone at World Rugby's watching, because you need to get the marketing and promotion of this new championship out there, because I'm telling you that 90% plus of rugby fans across the world obviously don't know that it's even going to take place next year in 2026. So thanks very much for watching my channel. My sincere apologies on missing this one. I'll make sure I get across it, and I'll drop a word to World Rugby at the same time. Okay, I'll be back again soon with some more content. Until then, stay well, stay safe, keep enjoying your rugby across the world. Let me know what you think of the Rugby Nations Championship kicking off next year in July. See you again soon. Bye-bye.